In the cheerful town of Sunnybrook, two best friends, Daniel and Esther, loved to spend their afternoons exploring. They played in the park, climbed trees, and often visited the library to read stories about faraway lands. One crisp autumn day, as the leaves painted the streets red and gold, they noticed a new man in town. He was tall and wore an old dusty coat with patches on the elbows. His hat looked worn out, and his boots were scuffed. He walked slowly, carrying a heavy bag. "Look at him," Daniel whispered to Esther. "He looks scary. Maybe he's a grumpy old man." Esther frowned. "Yeah, his coat is so shabby. I don't think he has many friends." The children quickly ran past him without saying a word. The first encounter. A few days later, Daniel and Esther were playing ball near the park. Daniel kicked the ball too hard, and it rolled straight toward the man with the old coat, who was sitting on a bench. "Oh no," Esther gasped. "Now he's going to be mad." But to their surprise, the man smiled gently, picked up the ball, and said, "Here you go, young ones." He handed it back kindly. His voice was soft, and his eyes twinkled warmly. The children blinked in surprise. He didn't seem scary at all. "Thank you," Daniel mumbled, feeling a little guilty for his earlier thoughts. The day of the big surprise. A week later, Sunnybrook's town library announced a special storytelling afternoon. All the children gathered excitedly, waiting to meet the guest storyteller. When the librarian walked to the front, she smiled and said, "Everyone, please welcome Mr. Elias, our new neighbor. He has traveled all over the world and has many exciting tales to share." To Daniel and Esther's shock, the man in the old coat stood up. "The scary man," Daniel whispered. "The one with the patched coat," Esther added. Mr. Elias walked to the front, pulled a worn, leather-bound book from his bag, and began to read. His voice was magical. It rose and fell like music. He painted pictures with his words: brave knights, magical forests, flying ships, and treasure-filled caves. The children sat wide-eyed, clapping and laughing, completely enchanted. Afterwards, Mr. Elias showed them beautiful sketches he had drawn from his travels: mountains, deserts, and even bustling city markets. Daniel and Esther's mouths dropped open. "Wow," Esther whispered. "He's amazing." The lesson learned. After the storytelling ended, the children walked up to Mr. Elias. "We're sorry," Daniel said shyly. "At first, we thought you were, well, kind of scary because of your old coat." Mr. Elias chuckled warmly. "Ah, I see. But remember, children, a coat might be patched and worn, but it doesn't show what's inside a person's heart. Never judge someone by how they look. You may miss out on something wonderful." Esther nodded thoughtfully. "Like a book. The cover might be plain, but the story inside can be magical." "Exactly," Mr. Elias said with a smile. From that day on, Daniel and Esther never judged anyone by appearances. They greeted everyone with kindness and curiosity, knowing that every person had a story waiting to be discovered. The moral of the story: don't judge a book by its cover. What matters is not what someone looks like on the outside, but who they are inside. So, the next time you see someone who looks different, remember Daniel, Esther, and Mr. Elias. Be kind, be curious, and discover the story inside every heart. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.